on CityCast Austin, we decided to mix things up and play a little game, and we hope that you'll play along with us. I'm here with Hey Austin newsletter editor Kelsey Bradshaw and executive producer Eva Ruth Moravec, and we are going to be talking about Austin celebrities and how we feel about them. It's Wednesday, January 22nd. I'm Nikki Devon, and this is what Austin's talking about. Hey, Ruth. Hey, Kelsey.
Hi. Hello.
Welcome. So, with all the celebrities moving to town recently, we decided to play our own special version of FKM here with the CityCast Austin team. Some of you may be familiar with the game that we used to play called FKM. And one person names three different people, and the other people has to say which one they would F for the purposes of keeping this a not explicit episode. We're going to say freak. Like freak in the wonderful words of Jodeci, like just be freaking you, right? But you know what I mean, F.
Perfect.
And instead of saying kill, we're going to say kick because we ain't trying to kill nobody. And marry. So freak, kick, or marry. We're each going to host one round and come up with three people for the others to decide what to do with. They have to be Austinites. That's the only criteria. Are y'all ready?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, Kelsey, you're up.
Yes. Okay. So because I'm going first and because I know who my audience is, which is two Longhorn girls, I figured, I think my list will be hard. So I'll explain who everyone is, but it's Jesse Plemons, Matthew McConaughey, and Vince Young. I feel like I don't need to explain those people, but I will anyway. That's fine. So Vince Young is considered one of like the greatest college quarterbacks of all time. And he played at UT in the early 2000s. He led us to a national championship against the USC Trojans in the 2006 Rose Bowl. His jersey got retired in 2008. And he's like a person who I've heard about as a kid in Dallas.
He has a steakhouse.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. The steakhouse, of course. Like, he's the guy. So we have Vince Young. We have Matthew McConaughey, who, of course, is an Oscar award-winning actor. He is also kind of the mascot of the University of Texas. He went to UT. He's from Texas. He lives in Austin now with his wife and children. And I think he does do a lot of good for the city. He creates a lot of like spirit. He goes to Austin FC games. He goes to UT games. Very cool guy. All right. And then finally, it's my favorite little baby angel on planet Earth is actor Jesse Plemons, who I think his big break, I'm pretty sure, was being in Friday Night Lights. He plays Landry, and I'm obsessed with him. He's an actor. He's actually from Dallas, but him and his wife, Kirsten Dunst, are building a house or renovating a house in East Austin, according to a spring 2024 Texas Monthly story. I don't know. I just feel like the way that he talks about Austin and acts about Austin, I don't know. He's just like a cool dude, and I really like him, and I think he's very nice, and I think he's a great actor, and everything he's in is amazing, and I love him, and he's so cute, and that's who I have.
Okay. That's a challenging one, Kelsey. I have an idea. Do you want me to?
Yeah, I'm ready.
For my freak, I'm going to say Vince Young, because I like his steakhouse commercials. They've always just struck me as super classy. He's a Longhorn. I'm impressed with his football ability, and I think he's probably got some athleticism, if you know what I mean. Thank you.
Wow.
For my kick, I'm going to go with, I know this is a slightly unpopular choice, but I'm going to kick Matthew McConaughey because I know. I think he's amazing. He's great, whatever. But I just have this bone to pick that is, not my fault that we now
audacity.
know. I know, the audacity. But look, I need to see him at more sporting events by the UT Longhorns and hyping others up. So
especially women Longhorns.
Yes, definitely. So I'm gonna kick Matthew, and I'm gonna marry Jesse because he seems like a really good person to like knock out those lists of shit to do, you know? So that's my choice. Nikki, what about you?
I'm still clutching my pearls.
The look, she's literally clutching her pearls.
I'm still
Literally.
clutching my pearls. Okay, so this was very easy for me.
Okay, fine.
I'm going to freak Matthew McConaughey all day, every day. I didn't even have to think about it twice. I didn't even have to pause. As soon as you said it, I'm like, yes, I want to see what that's about because I know it's going to be gross, like slightly dirty, unhinged. We going to mess up some furniture. That's what I want. Matthew McConaughey, we freaking all day.
Nice.
All day. That's just what it is.
Nice.
I genuinely don't feel like I have to explain why.
No,
I mean,
you don't.
look at him.
He's
come
hot.
on. He's hot. He's
hot.
slightly older. He's a little unhinged.
Oh, yeah. He's got some crazy.
Yeah, you know he don't smell quite right all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Into it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely kicking Jesse Plemons in the face. That's just it. And it's because he has a kickable face. And every time I see him, I'm sure that he is a perfectly nice man. I'm sure he is so nice. And he looks nice. He's married to Kirsten Dunst. They are so cute. This doesn't even come from a place of anything other than that when I see his face, I'm like, you need to be kicked. He looks slightly sad all the time. I don't know. I feel like maybe if I kick him, it'll wake him up a little or something, maybe.
Sure.
You just want to see more. You want to see more from him?
I want to see more than sadness. I mean, you're married to Kirsten Dunst, bro.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, he just has a kickable face. I feel bad. Please, nobody come for me. I think he's a great actor. But he getting kicked in the face. And then I'm absolutely marrying Vince Young for all of the reasons that Eva Ruth mentioned earlier, specifically his athleticism. Because why only have that once when you can have that for a long time? Also, I saw Vince Young. I saw Vince Young in person once, and that man is huge. And I'm a big girl. And so I would just like to have a husband.
Yeah.
If I'm going to have a husband, you know what I mean? Like, I prefer ladies, but if I'm going to have a husband, I would like a husband that if our house catches on fire, he can drag me out of the fire. You know what I mean? Like, I need a man with substance if I have to marry a man.
Yeah.
Those are my picks.
That's pretty good.
Kelsey, what did you have in mind?
I think I had the same one as you, Eva Ruth, is that I would marry Jesse Plemons so that I could kiss him all the time because I think he's just so great. Like, I sound like my Jewish mother when I talk about him. I'm like, oh, what a pundum, what an adorable little guy. Love him. I would kick Matthew McConaughey. Sorry. And I think I'm only kicking him because I do want to freak with Vince Young because, as Nikki said, he's a big guy. And that sounds appealing to me. Maybe he can throw me around like a football. Sounds nice.
Nah. Yes. I bet he can.
I bet he could.
Right into the end zone.
Yeah.
So that was a good round.
Good round. Ding, ding, ding. Next.
We're all winners. And no one come for us. We are free of criticism here. We're just speaking our mind.
Listen, I will defend my choices to anybody that would like to have a conversation about it.
I want to hear your choices on these picks, Nikki.
Okay.
So my three, tried to make it challenging here for y'all. We've got one, Elon Musk. You may know him as the richest man of the world, doing more than anyone right now to actually fight global warming with these e-vehicles, which, love him or hate him, Tesla changed the whole game.
Disgusting.
Spoiler alert. And he's also the second largest employer in town. Tesla is. So, he does bring some good to Austin, is all I'm saying. Second candidate is Sandra Bullock, who she's just like the iconic Austin celebrity, I think. Like, she's the one that I always think of as the first, Austin celebrity. She filmed Miss Congeniality here back in the day and, has actually put down some roots here. She owns a couple of restaurants, Best Bistro, as well as Walton's Fancy and Staple. And then after Winter Storm Uri, she actually donated some money to the Central Texas Food Bank. So I'm not really positive if she still lives here. It's kind of vague. I don't know what's going on. But I'm going to still count her as a celebrity because she feels very Austin-y to me. And then tossing it up with number 3 is Mr. Joe Rogan, originally of Fear Factor fame, UFC commentator. And, he started the comedy mothership here downtown, which does bring some attention to our comedy scene, or maybe boosts the rest of it too, or just promotes some really gross masculine humor. So yeah, those are my 3. Nikki, I think you're gonna have a hard time with this one, aren't
It's
you?
impossible.
Nope. I already know.
Okay,
Yeah,
you go.
listen. Y'all don't understand. I be thinking about all of the ways that I can make terrible white men's lives bad. That's what I do on a Saturday, on a daily basis. How can I make terrible white men sad? So off top, I would freak Joe Rogan. And here's why.
Oh.
Every time I meet a misogynist, like slightly balding, maybe a tiny bit, like super buffed on the top, and they don't ever do leg day, tiny toothpick legs, yells a lot, talks a lot about how, like the world is coming to crap because women have rights. And anytime I meet those type of men, I find that all they need is to be slapped around a little bit in bed. I've never been proven wrong. Every misogynistic, terrible, sad white man I know, it's the same MO. As soon as you get them alone, all they want you to do is dominate them, slap them around, step on their chests, sit on their backs, whatever it is. But I find that those type of men are weak. Their mommies didn't love them. And all they need is to be treated poorly for about 35 minutes. And sometimes they'll pay for it. But if they can get it for free, they'll get it for free. So I choose Joe Rogan just so that I can treat him like crap for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And change his life. It would be hard probably for me to shake him after that, but that's who I pick for freaking, because that's all they want. Everybody listen, that's all they want. And 9 times out of 10, they want it from a fat, large black woman, but I digress. Kick, easy. I want to kick Elon Musk in the face so bad, y'all. Like, I have dreams about cussing this man out. Just like on a Tuesday, running into him at a Tesla dealership and then just cussing him out.
Yeah.
I have dreams about that. So he's easy. I would kick him. And that's not to say, that's not taking away from any of the things that he's done. But at the end of the day, it all comes from greed. It all comes from him being richer. It's not because he's altruistic or he gives a crap about anybody or he cares about the environment or he cares about any of us. It's because he knows it's how he can make money. And I just genuinely, in my heart, I think he's a bad human. I think he's morally bankrupt.
Yeah.
Is what I think. So I want to kick him real bad. Have you ever seen that Quentin Tarantino movie that's like Death Proof, a movie about a car? It's got Kurt Russell in it. And he's got this killer car. And he's a serial killer with his car. And he kills women. And it's terrible. But at the end of Death Proof, Rosario Dawson picks her leg up. Kurt Russell is on the floor. She picks her leg up and slams her leg down on Kurt Russell's face. And that is how I will kick Elon Musk. Anyways, and then obviously I'm going to marry Sandra Bullock. It's Sandra Bullock. It's Sandra Bullock. Not only because I prefer the ladies, I also think that Nicole would be okay with us all being married together.
For sure.
And she's Sandra Bullock. She already got cute little black kids. So that part's done. We're meant to be together. She's sarcastic. She's wonderful. She's a former service industry person. So she's good to service industry people. And she's smoking hot. And me and her and Nicole could live in one of her mansions and be happy and live happily ever after.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I think I agree with you completely. I mean, the whole lineup. Unfortunately, I do think Joe Rogan would be fun. Crazy fun.
Yeah.
But fun.
I'll give you that.
And also athleticism there. I'm sorry, he was an MMA fighter, like a karate guy. So I'm not going to kick him because he's probably going to grab my foot and do some crazy move,
Yeah.
And I'm going to end up freaking anyway. But yeah. And then Elon, I am right there with you. I mean, the thing that really grinds my gears about him is just the treatment of his wives. It seems like they're baby factories. Joe Rogan might joke about that kind of stuff, which is confusing, but I don't think he actually I don't know. I just have a little more hope for him. Elon Musk just has too much power to like just say shit like that and not really believe it.
I'm appreciative of your hope for Joe Rogan. I like that. I like it.
Because I know that guy that you're talking about, that like the chauvinistic comedic, it's all funny, but there's some reality there too, I'm sure.
They're just little babies. They're just little tiny babies that need to be hugged and into submission or something. I don't know if we can say that, but just need to be swaddled. That's the word I'm looking for. They just want to be swaddled.
Yeah, I would swaddle Joe Rogan. I'm not going to swaddle, and I want to marry Sandra Bullock because she's adorable and precious and iconic, and I want her to I want to sit at the bistro with her. I want to watch all her movies together.
Yeah.
I just want to sit on the porch in some rocking chairs together.
I mean, hope floats alone. Hope floats alone. Like, she's just practical magic. Come on now.
Yeah. No, I literally have the same exact list with just tiny different reasons why. I would kiss Joe Rogan, maybe. I don't know if I'd freak with him.
Would you swaddle him?
Would I swaddle him? That is a good question. I think yes. That sounds fun. Okay, so I'd swaddle Joe Rogan only because I am an OG fan of Fear Factor. And he hosted Fear Factor, and I know Fear Factor is kind of like an abomination. But my brother and I loved that show so much. So I feel like I could swaddle him and thank him for giving me that show. I would absolutely kick Elon Musk purely because I find him annoying and I hate the way he has treated his trans child. Really don't mess with that. And I would obviously marry Sandra Bullock for all reasons that have been stated. She's gorgeous. She's amazing. She's wonderful. I think the way that she talks about Austin and like Central Texas and the Hill Country is great.
It's a unanimous decision who we are freak kicking and marrying in this scenario.
That was a good round, though, Eva Ruth. Mm-hmm. That was a good round.
Thank you.
Hey y'all, it's Nikki. There's an event coming up that you cannot miss. Many of you know that I love bourbon, but I also love classical music. So I'm super excited about the Bronfman and Bourbon event happening January 24th at the treasured national landmark, The Mansion on West Campus. Bronfman, who is internationally recognized as one of today's most acclaimed and admired pianists, is performing a solo recital that will include works by Mozart, Debussy, and Tchaikovsky. General admission tickets include a whiskey tasting of Old Forester bourbon from Brown-Forman and a whiskey sample from local Johnny Pickles distillery. And VIP tickets include the tasting, the sample, food, and an open bar. So head on over to the events page of atxmusic.com to grab your tickets now. And because I love our listeners, there's a coupon code just for you. Use code CITY10 for 10% off of your ticketed purchase. I'll see y'all there. Hey y'all, it's Nikki. I have to tell you about Tecovas boots. I finally have a pair, and I don't know if y'all know this, but they're handmade, high quality, and stylish. And they're comfortable right outside of the box. Now, I know we buy everything online these days, but trust me, you have to get fitted for some boots at Tecovas. Now, whether you're like me, a newbie to boots, or you have a closet full of them, the folks at Tecovas will help you find your next favorite pair. So, grab a friend, head on over to the Tecovas flagship on South Congress or their store at the Domain. Plus, good news, they just opened a store in Georgetown at 709 Main Street for those of you that live just a little further north. With 3 locations in town, you have no excuses. So, that's tecovas.com. TECOVAS.com. Don't go gently, y'all. There's no place like Texas, except when it comes to skiing. We know you're heading to seek snowier pastures this winter. Before you leave, grab one last taste of the real Texas in Amarillo. Hike, ride, or roll your way through the beauty of Palo Duro Canyon, the second largest canyon in the U.S., while your legs still feel fresh. Carbo load with that last taste of glorious Tex-Mex before you pivot to warm soups and chalet charcuterie. Or sneak into a speakeasy and enjoy a well-crafted cocktail before those shot skis get passed around. Amarillo is quirky and wild, Western, and spontaneous. You can spray paint a Cadillac, cruise Route 66, or find a cowgirl hat to complete the outfit that's been missing something. Whether we catch you on the way there or the way back, we can't wait to hear your stories and pour you a drink. The mountains may be calling, but Amarillo will make you proud to call Texas home. Visit Amarillo and après-ski into the real Texas.
Okay, Nikki.
Okay, so my picks are Elijah Wood, Woody Harrelson, and Emma Stone. So Elijah Wood, Hobbit, Frodo. If you don't know who Elijah Wood is, I don't even know what to tell you. Yeah, like, it's Frodo.
Hello,
Come on now,
Frodo.
look him up. Tiny little sweet little baby. We love Elijah. He's sweet. He's nice to people. Like, there are all kinds of stories of how good of a tipper he is and how he's so patient with his fans. I have a photo with him. He's my sweet little pocket-sized baby. Woody Harrelson, actor, weed smoker. Matthew McConaughey, BFF, general weirdo. We love Woody. Again, another one that probably smells odd, but I'm super into it. Or Emma Stone. It's Emma Stone. Cute, adorable, funny performer, singer. She's won 2 Oscars, SNL royalty. And I think she has a lisp, which makes her even cuter. So those are my 3. Elijah, Woody, Emma.
Easy. Got it.
Go. Okay. You're up, Kelsey.
Man, yeah, you go.
So I would marry Emma Stone for all of the reasons that have been stated. She's delightful. She's freaking Emma Stone. And
Of course.
also seeing her in Easy A, like her first huge movie other than Zombieland, she should have won an Oscar for it. She has natural charisma, natural talent. I think she's incredible. I even liked Poor Things last year that she won an Oscar for, even though I did not know what was happening. And it was like so weird.
Chaos. Beautiful chaos.
Yes, fully left the theater being like, okay. And I would love to talk to her. I'd love to talk to her about that at our dinner table. She already has a home in Tarrytown, so I would just move in. It would be so easy and nice, and I could live in Tarrytown. Who gets to live in Tarrytown anymore? So I would do that. And then, okay, so I don't know. This might be controversial. It's controversial for me to say out loud, but I think I would freak with Woody Harrelson, and I'd have to kick Elijah Wood because I'm kind of...
What?
I know, but I'm like kind of into like Woody Harrelson's like weird thing.
Oh,
Like-
It's sexy. It's
like
sexy.
him, yes, like him in True Detective, like saying to Matthew McConaughey, like, I wish you'd stop saying weird shit is so funny. And I
Yeah.
think he's funny. I think he's weird. So I think that means we could have a good
Cheekbones.
time.
mm-hmm,
Like he kind of like, when I look at him, I'm kind of like, you know what you're doing.
mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it can be
Yeah.
good. It could be a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Elijah Wood, I think purely because he's just like a little guy, I wouldn't want to freak him.
And you can take him.
You could
you
kick
can
him?
kick him and get away with it.
Right. I could take him.
Yeah.
He could be on his electric scooter, his Lime scooter downtown, and I could kick him. I could trip him. I could trip him as well. So
You could throw a shiny ring at him.
yeah. So there you go. So it seems like an easy kick for me.
Oh my God.
Wouldn't
Oh
be
my
too
God.
hard.
Love it.
Anyway, what about you, Eva?
Okay. Well, because of Poor Things, I would kick Emma Stone.
What?
Whoa, chill out.
Whoa.
Back up.
Wait a minute. You will not be kicking my sweet little baby.
That's
What?
my wife.
Yep.
That is Kelsey's
literally my
wife.
wife.
I am just going to kick her in the shin. Nothing damaging, but I think she just needs a little reminder that that was not it. And sometimes
She
I'm-
won. Hold on. She won every award
I know, right?
under the sun. And
Eva Ruth is like,
not
no,
Mm-mm.
not for me.
I didn't
I
get
don't
it.
like it, bitch.
Didn't understand
I
it.
don't
It
like
looked
it.
weird. Not a feel good. Yeah, just being controversial over here. Emma Stone gets a little love tap in the shin for me, but it's mostly because of the other ones. So Elijah Wood, he was in Teen Beat, which I did have on my walls. Some of us grew up and there were boy magazines around of all the stars, all the celebrities that us
Preach.
us teens in the whatever decade that was.
I had them too. I know you guys are always like, I'm young and you're ancient, but I had them as well.
Oh, they weren't on the app yet?
No, they weren't on the app yet.
So cute. And so anyway,
Hell yeah.
I have dreamt of freaking Elijah Wood. So let's just bring that into reality. And then Woody Harrelson, I have to marry because he brings me close to my first pick of kicking, which is Matthew McConaughey. I want to hang out
Playing
with Woody.
the long game.
I think that Woody is a grown Matthew McConaughey. So it's Woody is the senior. Then there's Matthew McConaughey, and then there's
the protege.
What's the one?
Glenn Powell is the new apprentice.
Glenn Powell is the new one, and they're just like they're becoming Woody. I don't know who the original Woody is.
We need a movie called Becoming Woody, and it stars all three of them.
Love it. They could start filming it now and do one of those like 10-year time lapse things.
Perfect.
Okay, so I just looked up their ages.
Uh-oh.
And they are so Matthew McConaughey is 8 years younger than Woody Harrelson.
What? Oh, I didn't realize that at all.
8 years.
That's crazy.
I also think, Eva, you also are probably into Woody Harrelson because of his family's San Antonio history.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Oh.
So Woody Harrelson's father actually killed a federal judge in San Antonio back in 1979. So about 45 years ago, his father received a life sentence for this killing of the federal judge named John H. Wood Jr. And then his dad actually died in prison back in 2007. And I'm not saying that any of this is like a pro Woody Harrelson thing, but I'm just saying he's been through some complicated stuff in his life. He's dealt with a few things here and there.
I just also meant like you were a reporter in San Antonio. It's like an interesting historical fact.
For sure.
I don't think it's good.
There's stuff named for this judge. Yes.
So now I'm even more solid in my choices now. I don't know why. Ooh. That little tick of danger, I don't know. That does it for me.
You like
it does it for me.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
It does it for me.
Let's hear it.
So yeah, who are you? Mm-hmm.
I'm freaking Woody all day. All day. It feels like it's one of those things where like I'll go over to his house and then I won't come up for air for like 7 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like I'd have to like call my family to let them know I'm okay. It seems like that kind of unhinged energy.
You need to like hydrate a lot after. Yeah.
Yes. and like, not to get too explicit, but like I think that Woody Harrelson is the closest I would come to like lesbian sex, because that's kind of how lesbian sex is. You like hook up and then you're together for 4 days. And then it's like the next thing you know, y'all live together. You know what I mean? Like that's I feel like Woody Harrelson is just unhinged enough to where he'd be like, "Yeah, you should move into my house and bring your partner. We'll just all live together." Yeah. And you know what I mean? Matthew can come over and play drums naked.
I love that in all of these scenarios, Nicole is unwittingly coming with you. You're just in your house right now being like, yeah, and Nicole is also going to come with me.
They're all thruples.
Nicole, she knows she coming. She knows who she's with. But okay, so that's why I'm freaking. Mm-hmm. So I am going to both kick and kiss Elijah, and here's why. Here's why.
Interesting.
Because I feel like he owes it to the city to be out and about more than he has been currently. I have not been seeing him around. I have not heard of any sightings. And so I have to kick him to be like, where you been, Frodo? Where have you been? And then I kiss him because he's my sweet little baby angel. He's my sweet little pocket-sized baby.
Mm-hmm. That's good. You kick him, you tell him to get to work, you give him a kiss on the forehead, send him into the mines.
Yeah, and then I can let him put his head on my boob again. It'll be great. He's my sweet little baby.
Where are you hiding, Elijah?
Where are you, Elijah?
Come out.
He's like, I'm not telling you now.
I know.
I'm going to get kicked. I'm going to get kicked.
He's going to get harassed by CityCast Austin if he goes out.
Whoever is listening, if y'all know where Elijah is, tell him that Nikki is looking for you. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And much like Kelsey, I'm marrying Emma. So, I mean, and I'm willing to do timeshare marriage. I'm not selfish. I'm
That
not
works
selfish.
for me as well.
I think
Yes.
polyamory is a beautiful thing if done
It's good
correctly.
to have alone time.
It's good to have alone time.
Yeah.
There's just a lot happening.
Uh-huh,
I have to marry Emma Stone. Like her brand of silliness is my brand of silliness. She's got my favorite meme. Let's dance. Get up here. And when she won the Golden Globes and her dress split, she's just my brand of kooky, and I like her. And I like that she doesn't take herself too seriously.
And she seems so genuine.
She seems so genuine. I loved Easy A. I did not like La La Land.
Yeah.
We actually can't talk about La La Land on this podcast, or I will have to kick Emma Stone.
Welcome to my team.
Can't.
It was terrible.
La La Land.
Terrible. Just terrible. Terrible, terrible,
Mhm.
terrible, terrible. But I forgive her for that because she's Emma Stone and I love her.
Yeah, and you took vows to her, so
we took
you have to love her
vows.
anyway. Yeah.
Okay, y'all, really quick. I added a surprise bonus round of politicians. Abbott, Paxton, Cruz.
I got it.
So that's Texas Governor Greg Abbott, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, and U.S. Senator Ted Cruz.
Okay, so
oh man,
speed round.
And this is to say, I don't agree with a lot of the actions that these men have taken. Okay, this is a game.
Sure,
but I would marry. I would marry Ted Cruz based on the soup story alone. Do you guys know the soup story? No. I feel that oh my God, when him and Heidi Cruz first got married, he brought home like 150 cans of Campbell's soup.
That's not because he's sweet. That's because he's dumb.
But this is what I'm saying. Every day would be a new adventure. I'd be like,
That's
what
true.
is my husband Ted Cruz going to bring today? Is he bringing cans of soup?
Oh my gosh.
Are we fleeing the freeze? Are we going to Cancun?
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait to find out.
Oh my gosh.
So, soup has me wedded to Ted Cruz. I think I would kick Greg Abbott. Can we say this about the sitting governor? I think I would kick Greg Abbott because there are a handful of things that he does that I find annoying. Like the things that he does outside of like actual policy.
Yeah.
I find annoying. And then I guess I would freak with Ken Paxton because I think that man is just, maybe it would be a good time. It seems like he has nothing to lose. Like he just keeps getting indicted. There was impeachment trials and he's just skated by all of that. So maybe it would be fun. And that's all I got.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Kelsey. I actually agree with you on one of those.
I'm ready.
I would freak Ken Paxton simply because of his mistress.
Oh, yeah.
What? There's a mistress?
Ken Paxton is married to Senator Angela Paxton. And during his impeachment trial in 2023, it came out that he had this mistress. And there was just all this drama at the Capitol this one day because she was like going to testify in front of all the senators, including his wife. And then she ended up not, but she started in that.
And you want to do that.
Well, I'm just saying there's something enticing. I want to know what she knows is what I'm saying. So that's why I choose him for the freak. Kill. I cannot forgive. Oh, yeah. Are you looking her up?
Wait. Yes.
Bombshell
ma'am,
blonde, white sheath dress.
White tight sheath dress.
Yeah. I think she had
a Balenciaga bag. Come through.
Right? That's what I'm saying, Nikki.
She's like, I'm coming to ruin lives, honey. I'm coming to ruin lives. Either put the money in my account or me in this white dress about to blow your whole life up. I'm into it.
Exactly.
She got the short haircut.
Yeah, she was
tan,
boss babe. And I walked out to try to talk to her, and she just she put on her sunglasses and drove off into the day and was
honestly, hell yeah.
Yeah. So, and then I'm gonna kick Ted Cruz. I cannot get over Winter Storm Uri. I will never forget when he left us. He left his dog.
But see, I was already in Cancun in this scenario.
He left his dog?
He left his dog at the house. There were these sad little pictures of his dog inside the glass door.
This man is evil.
Yeah.
And then, so what's left? I guess
You're kissing. No, you're marrying Greg Abbott.
I'm marrying for power. I'm going to be the first lady of Texas.
Smart girl. Yes. These are good answers.
That's what I was going to do.
I think he has 3 golden retrievers, at least 2. So that helps. Anyway,
Okay.
Nikki.
I'm going to freak Ken Paxton for the same reason that I'm going to freak Joe Rogan.
We are unanimous.
Because he looks like somebody that just needs to be slapped around a little bit and corrected and swaddled. So
we're going to get kicked out of the state of Texas.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Sorry. We gonna get our freak on in about 45 minutes. He just needs that. That's why I'm freaking. I am absolutely kicking Ted Cruz, and for no other reason than his stupid dumb face. I'm sorry. He has a kickable face, and his stupid almost mullet. Either have a mullet or don't. And then also because
Make a decision.
And also because just I cannot handle, if given the opportunity to get away with kicking him and not having any kind of repercussions, I'm going to take that opportunity.
Yeah.
And not even think twice about it. And then I'm going to marry Abbott for the same reason, so that I can infiltrate from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
And get to work and take one for the state. And hopefully what we would see if we got married is all of a sudden Abbott would love the LGBTQIA community. All of a sudden we'd have, rights for everybody. They'd stop messing with people's, ovaries and and rights. All of a sudden, Governor Abbott would just do a 180.
And if that doesn't work, I'll be there to kick him. So
yeah, exactly.
There we go.
And it would be because of me, his 2 wives, Eva Ruth and Nikki.
And Nicole. Nicole's also there.
And Nicole. Because Nicole has to come too.
Yes.
So, and if nothing else, we'll get a scandal about how Governor Abbott has 3 wives.
Oh, polygamy at the Capitol.
Polygamy.
In the governor's mansion.
Somebody get on this. We're giving you a scoop right now.
Yeah.
Let us know your thoughts, listeners.
Yeah. Who would you kick, or marry?
Yes.
Yeah. Get at us.
Yeah, please. Y'all have to let us know.
Please email us. I would love to know your answers.
I would love to know your answers. Or if you have a problem with our answers, let us know. Mm-hmm. Okay. Bye, Eva Ruth. Bye, Kelsey.
Bye.
That's all for today here on CityCast Austin. If you enjoyed the show, why not tell a friend, rate the show, leave us a review, and subscribe to our Hey Austin newsletter. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Bye, y'all.